We made it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final chapter of this godforsaken game, and I can hear my voice. Oh my goodness. Alright, there we go. Hi. Welcome. This is it. This is the final chapter of Union Cross. This is it. We're gonna go through it. It's gonna be good. And I got the stream pulled up here, so yep, that looks good. Yeah, so I guess further ado, let's just jump right into it. I just gotta pull up my notes real quick. Let's see where we left off. We did a lot last stream. We were like basically just like brute forcing it, hoping that the 7-hour-long video would have been the end of it. But nope, we got one more video that we're gonna go through. So yeah. Also, if I sound different, I have a different mic. Cole's using the mic I usually use because he's doing a stream of his own. Right. So we made it to Wreck-It Ralph World, and Maleficent's here as well. So not only is Maleficent here, but also we were messing around, screwing up the plot of Wreck-It Ralph. Maleficent's like, I don't want to be here anymore, so I'm gonna use the pod to escape from this world so I can get back to my own world, because apparently her being sent back in time to Union Cross World was a trap set by the Master of Masters. That's the whole thing. So she does that, but that causes a chain of events leading to the destruction of Daybreak Town, because once the first pod leaves, that's like when the Master's plan is like set in motion. So like the world isn't needed anymore, so the world starts destroying itself. So everyone's like, oh shoot, we gotta go, we gotta dip. Oh yeah, meanwhile darkness appears in the room. And we learned that Ventus was the one who killed Strelitzia, or at least like his darkness or whatever. So yeah, darkness shows itself and is causing trouble for the main group. And the player shows back up, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna stop you." And then, let's see, what are these other paragraphs talking about? Oh yeah, we have a flashback right at the end of 5 years ago. When they fight each other. Yeah, the world will be truly over once the last lifeboat departs, and that's like the whole thing. Is like we're leaving on the lifeboats, and all of the other dandelions that have been left behind are just going to be sleeping. So they're just going to sleep for eternity until someone can reboot this world. And I'm assuming that's what Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be about. Or whatever that new mobile game they're making is. I already forgot the name of it. Yeah. So the reason why everyone's able to travel to the future using the lifeboats, or travel through time at least, is that Lushu, because you need memories and a medium of which to travel. So it's so dumb, but Lushu is the memories and the Master of Masters' eye is the medium. So there's that. Master of Masters wants to travel to the future. That's not his ultimate end goal. So that's where we left off. And now we are basically doing this now. So this is, I haven't seen any of this, obviously. So this is we're back with the Master Masters and the Lushu with the box. So we're gonna see what that's all about. Let's get this over with. The world's going to end. Haven't I told you? There's no way for us to win against the darkness. That's why we needed to use the time we had to get all those Keyblade wielders ready to pass the torch to the next generation. This world exists to nurture the dandelions, our little seeds of light, so that they could be sown into the future. Yeah, we learned this last time. But they can stop because, yeah, the darkness... I thought we were done. Wiljo, so did I. I thought we were done too. Luckily, this is a half-hour long video, so hopefully it'll go by quicker. Also, hi, Wiljo. Thanks for coming to stream. Oh god, the music with the piano, I immediately forgot. Our plan will have succeeded at last. Oh my god. I'll get started then. Oh wait, I almost forgot. I almost forgot. There's more. Like I've said, we've been fighting the darkness for a long time. During this battle, darkness shed its form and began attacking our hearts instead of our bodies, claiming countless allies of mine along the way. I assume... At this point, I'm just assuming that this isn't important. This is almost kind of like a recap, because we already know about darkness and how it has no form and how there's 5 versions of it. 7 and 13. Darkness began as 13. Okay, I guess this is new. Without form, they spread throughout and became a whole. The ones that continued to spread and derived their own forms became the Heartless, while those without forms developed individual will. And now the Formless yet to take over the bodies of those with strong hearts. Okay. Can't destroy darkness if it has no form, which is why you need a vessel with a strong heart. That's where you all come in. Huh? Oh my god. I know how it sounds, but believe me when I say I didn't train you all just to turn you into vessels. I push you to become resilient enough to withstand darkness, even if it takes over your hearts. This was your plan. Huh? This is war. Between people and something entirely different. You can't afford to get sentimental, you need to be pragmatic. I choose this fate for you because I believed you could bear it. By the way, if you're watching in audio-only mode, this is the Master of Masters talking to Luxu. Just to make that clear. Now listen, there are 13 darknesses. Of those 13, we'll trap the most powerful 7 inside the hearts of each of us. I thought you didn't want darkness in your... We'll all go our separate ways to destroy the darkness wherever we end up. That's the true purpose of the Keyblade War. Huh? Wait, I mean, I assume that's just a lot of babble about destroying the darkness. But we're gonna trap 7 darknesses? This is war. I'm sorry, I just need to watch this again to make sure I totally understand it. There are 13 darknesses. Of those 13, we'll trap the most powerful 7 inside the hearts of each of us. I thought he was pro-darkness. I kind of thought he was pro-darkness too. But I mean, okay. Of those 13, we'll trap the most powerful 7 inside the hearts of each of us. I guess I should write this down. Because, yeah, this is talking about his ultimate end goal stuff, so... Master of Masters wants to... I guess I should say, says that... Master Master says that there are 13 total darknesses, and he wants to trap the 7 most powerful in... When he says us, does that mean the Dandelions, the pods? Like going in the pods, the new union leaders? Is that what he's talking about? Or is he talking about because in the video it's showing the old union leaders just spinning around him on the stained glass thing? Are you talking about the 5 and then Luxu and Master of Masters make 7? Is that what he's talking about? I genuinely don't know. He wants to trap the 7 most powerful in, I'm just gonna quote, each of us, because that's what he said. We'll all go our separate ways and destroy the darkness wherever we end up. So they're like, he wants to like separate the darkness so that each person can fight it one-on-one. People he's training or whatever. I mean, I guess. I don't. That's the true purpose of the Keyblade War. I guess he wants to split up the darkness so that they can defeat it way in the future. That's the purpose of the Keyblade War. Okay. I know, I've always said, I always hated these cutscenes with the Master Masters and Lushu talking to each other, because it's the most convoluted, vague, riddle-filled, like, conversations I've ever witnessed in my entire life. But anyway, we'll just keep going. Let's just get it over with. Is it really necessary for the unions to betray each other? Is the war the only way? It is. I hate riddles. Grr. Yo, same. I use the book to plant doubt inside all of you for darkness to feed on. For them to take the bait, we all need to harbor true, real emotions. So he was talking about the old union leaders. Okay, got it. So I should probably update that. In each of the old union leaders so that he can split them up. Now, this is the Master of Masters. He created the book. Who's talking? Everyone had, all the old union leaders before the war, the unicorn, the snake, the bear, all those people, they each had a copy of the Book of Prophecies. I think no, Lushu has a copy too. I think just everyone has a copy of the book. It's the new union leaders that don't have the book. And when emotions grow and clash, they get stronger. And eventually the 7 shadows will take over our hearts. And you want them to succeed. Yes, as for the remaining 6, 5 will feed on you union leaders, and the last one will be trapped in this world. You can't do this. The sacrifice is too great. I told you. Not to let sentiment cloud your judgment. God, I hate when sentiment clouds my judgment. It's a tragedy when darkness takes over someone's heart. Because I've seen those that I cared about, my closest allies, drown in darkness. This isn't some heroic tale about the battle between light and darkness. It's about honoring the dignity of those with hearts. Besides, I'm not planning on sacrificing anyone. I have a safety plan. So what's your safety plan? You're just not gonna, okay, I'm just gonna leave. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. May your heart be your guiding key. Your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. You are the key to the future. I'm counting on you. Traitor Lushu! Bum bum bum. So, remember when they were talking about the traitor in, like, before the war in the old unions? So, hey, guess what? Lushu was the traitor the whole time, and he was planted by the Master of Masters. Kingdom Hearts 3, we know who the Master Masters. All this makes no. Well, we know who Lushu is. We still don't know who the Master of Masters is. It was revealed in Kingdom Hearts 3 that we know who Lushu is in Kingdom Hearts 3. We still don't know who the Master Masters is. Master says there are 13. That's not how he's wrong as Ava. Absolutely. Ava sus, she vented. Alright, let's see. Master says there are 13 total darknesses. Wants to trap the 7 most powerful of each of the old Union leaders so he can split them up. He wants to split up the darknesses so they can defeat it in the future. Yeah, that's fine. Lushu is concerned that the sacrifice is too great, but is reassured that the master has a safety plan. As Lushu is leaving, it is revealed that Lushu was the traitor of the old Union leaders. I mean, he was the only one in a mysterious black coat and hood, so he kind of stands out from everyone else. Oh, meanwhile, back in the destroyed, glitchy Daybreak Town, Lushu was a leader. Lushu is he also wears a black coat and hood, just like the Master of Masters. And he also has never taken it off, or we know what his face looks like or anything. The Chirithes are the Guardians or whatever. But yeah, no, Lushu's the one where in the beginning the Masters gave him the role of, he has the box, he has the key with his eye on it, and he's like, go into watch over everything, my eye will see the future, that whole thing. Right. So yeah, meanwhile, back to the present, the new Union leaders are trying to just dip from the world. And we have Elrena here as well. She's like, any progress? Well, I tried looking for a way to get everyone back at... Wait, what do you say? Also, this is brain talking. I tried looking for a way to get everyone back at once, using the existing system. It's not a viable option with the time we have. So that's it? There might be another way. Not for all the dandelions, but I think I can help Ephemer and the others at least. Yeah? But before I do anything, I want you to hop back in the lifeboat. What? I need to work quickly to have a decent shot at this. But first, I'm gonna get you out of this world. What's your plan? Return 2 of the pods to the data world. That way the 3 of them will each have 1. Will that work? Only one way to find out. Get in the pod! Will you really be okay on your own? The only Union leader who can escape right now is you. Ephemer gave me this chance to keep hope and light alive, and now I'm passing it on to you. Let me do this. He's talking to Laurium. Alright. I don't know where or when you'll end up, but keep your goal, your waypoint, etched in your heart. I will. I assumed people's data just didn't exist when I couldn't find my sisters. But I was wrong. It does. And that will be the waypoint to guide you. I hope you get to see her again. I hope I get to see you again, too. Alrina and Larium are getting in pods. May your heart be your guiding key. So Ventus, Larium, and Elrena are being zipped to the future. Alright, I should probably write that down. Elrena, Larium, and Ventus get zipped to the future. Meanwhile, there is an earthquake. Who? So it's just you, says Lushu. Oh, meanwhile, in the data world, do you think they all got there safely? Of course, Brain's with them. Yeah, he's always got a plan, unlike someone I know. Hey! Ha 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 ha. I can't believe the world is ending. Me when half these characters speak. Exactly. Yeah, it's so quiet. Guys! What? Huh? What's happening? What? How? Oh, it's darkness. There are 4 of them. No need for alarm. We're not here to fight. We merely ask that you open our gate before you leave. Gate? Oh yes. The darkness you fought must have told you our purpose, infection. We will travel through portals and infect other worlds. And you thought we'd just agree to that? You have no choice, we overpower you. We could take over one of you here and now. You can open our gate of your own will, or out of regret and shame at losing a friend before your very eyes. I won't do it. Darkness equals COVID, it's true. Fools. Once this starts, get in the lifeboat. Ephemer's telling me this. One of us needs to survive. Alright, hold on, before we continue. Meanwhile, there's an earthquake. Actually, before I mention that, Elrena, Lorium, and Ventus get zipped to the future from the real world by Brain. Ephemer, Scold, and the player. Right? Yeah, Ephemer, Scold, and the player are bantering when 4 darknesses appear. They want to, or they want the group to open. I'm just gonna say to open the gate to other worlds before they leave this one, so that the darkness can infect them. Ephemer wants to distract the darkness. Or I should say, Ephemer tells the player that he wants to distract the darkness while the player gets in the lifeboat. I assume it's what's happening. Should have mentioned they asked very nicely for it. I will mention that. Want to open the gate to other worlds, darkness can infect them. They were very polite when asking, but the group is very rude. They're very polite when asking, but the group is very rude. Ephemer tells the player that he wants to distract the darkness while the player gets in the lifeboat. Because at least one person needs to survive. Alright, let's keep going. Fools! What? The player is calling them fools. What? What? Oh my goodness. This is why people cannot defeat darkness. No, player! What are you doing? Damien, what's wrong with you? Stop! Damien's fighting Ephemer. No! Damien's heart has been lost to darkness. What? No! Damien! He cannot hear you. Wait, are you? I am formless. You cannot destroy me. How can the player get in the boat and are the people left behind frozen? No, there's empty boats in the data world. Damien's the second imposter. Damn. Now there are empty boats in the data world that they could use to get to the real world, which then they get to the future. So as far as I know, I don't think there's any frozen people. I thought we dealt with you. Damien. Ow! Open a gate, and he will be returned. No! Oh my goodness, are you fighting your friends? I will handle this alone. Oh my goodness, you actually fight your friends. That's actually kind of cool. But like, okay. So you're still playing as the player, you're fighting Ephemer and Skuld. Oh, and you have like... No, you don't only have darkness-related moves. Okay. You're just literally fighting Ephemer and Skuld. Okay, damn. Oh my goodness. You really showed them. Why did Nickel every Kingdom Hearts game with protagonist that gets corrupted? I mean, yeah, they really do that a lot, don't they? Okay, let me at least write this down. Ephemer tells the player that he wants to distract the darkness while the player gets in the lifeboat, so at least one person needs to survive. The player then slashes at Ephemer. The player is corrupted by darkness and wants them to open a gate. The player then fights Ephemer and Skuld. Did they at least make his sprite angry? They gave him the sort of like smug look for his face. But not like, he doesn't look any different. If only you'd gotten in the lifeboat. Stop, Damien! Let your hatred grow. It fuels us. No! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Ephemer opened a gate. Meanwhile, back to Brain and Lushu. Ephemer then traps the player and the darknesses in a gate. I don't know where he sent them, but he sent them somewhere. Ephemer then traps the player and the darknesses in a gate and starts crying like a little baby. Alright, meanwhile, Lorraine Alarm Ventus gets zipped to the future from the real world by Brain. He then runs into Lushu. That's right. You are? Lushu, one of the Master's apprentices. Huh? Master Lushu, I thought you disappeared before the unions were created. None of that matters now. Tell me, are you a union leader? Yes, my name's Brain. Cry like a baby, so is the gate a big baby crib? I mean, I don't know, we'll find out. And you're the only one here, I see. Where are the others? One escaped, but 2 are still in the data world. That makes 4. What about the 5th? Are they gone? Yes. I see. So that's yours then? No. 3 of my friends stayed behind in the data world. I'm gonna send both of these there, and with the one they already have, they can all get back. Then what will you do? Stay here and stay alive as long as I can. I need to wake as many of the dandelions stuck in the data world as possible. Wake? Master Ava taught us that when a world becomes enveloped in darkness, it falls into slumber. It does. But the data world is different. How so? That world was built as a cage to entrap darkness. If it falls to darkness, that's it. No. And another thing. The lifeboat is incomplete. Whoever uses it needs 2 things at their destination. Someone with memories of them and a vessel to occupy. Right. Were you aware of that? More or less. Do you have a plan? Well, I'll figure it out, no matter how long it takes. You're pretty smart, aren't you? I mean, his name is Brain. It's a shame that this lifetime's the only one you got. Yeah? Yeah, Lushu? Yeah, Lushu? Alright, meanwhile, back the other place, he runs into Lushu. Lushu questions Brain about his plan, and he tells him that he has it all and he tells them that he is going to send the last 2 pods back to the data world so that all 3 of his friends with the pod they already have can all make it out of this world. Lushu tells Brain that he's pretty smart and that it's a shame that he only has this one lifetime, because I know that's going to be important. This world waking up thingy, Dream Distance Lore, Kingdom Hearts 3 Power of Waking. Literally good question. I have no idea. Because, see, the whole thing is, I think everyone was, like, trying to leave from this world so that they can, like, the whole point is they want to, like, get help to be like, we're gonna go to the future where we'll be safe from all the shenanigans happening here so that we can get help from someone who knows how to defeat the darkness and then come back and then maybe it's similar to Dream Drop Distance, wake up this world. I think that was the plan. Meanwhile, Ephemer and Skuld are lying on the floor. Oh my goodness, it's the two pods. There they are. Ephemer. Let's go home. Going in the pods. Also, I still don't understand why you can't put two people in the same pod. Oh, there's one pod left for the player. He's sad. Dreamed up distance existed to Sora learning the power of weight. Yeah, I think that was the whole point, wasn't it? Well, the player... well done. Using anger to get them to open our gate for us. Yeah, so this is their gate. Through this portal, we can access and infect countless worlds. It's time you rid yourself of that brittle human vessel, unless you wish to waste away along with it. Ha 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 ha. Why are you laughing? I didn't think tricking you guys would be so easy. Are all of you this gullible? Yo, the player double crossed the darkness. Yo, let's go. When do we open? Ephemer opened the gate. So the player was like, haha, I'm full of darkness. And then Ephemer opened the gate and trapped the player and the darknesses inside it. And now the player's like, haha, I double crossed you. What? You don't have a physical form, but you need a key to unlock doors for you. Seems real inconvenient. Yeah, player? Yeah? Ephemer locked the gate back there. This one is locked too. Looks to me like you have no way out. It was all an act? Took you long enough. How's it feel to be outsmarted? Why, you... Oh my gosh. So the player's just gonna die here? Damien, says his Chirithy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drag you into this too. Yeah? So the player just dies here then. Okay. I guess. Ephemer and Skald made it to the real world. Alright, I guess I have some things I could write down. Shame he only has this one lifetime. Ephemer traps player, darkness is in the gate and starts crying. The player wakes up in the corridor between worlds. I'm thinking, so basically Ephemer trapped... So Ephemer opened the gate to other worlds and trapped the player and the darknesses in them. And then the player then locks the gate to actually get to the other worlds. So they're just trapped in this, like, limbo, I'm assuming. Crazy him not having angry eyebrows was foreshadowing all along. It's true. Looks quarter between worlds. Ephemer locked the gate behind them, and the player gets up and locks the gate in front of them. The player was tricking the darknesses and let's see, the player is tricking the darknesses and now has them trapped in the corridor. I'm just gonna I'm calling it the corridor between worlds because I think that's what it is. And then I'm just gonna write the player ends up dying here because I think that's what happens. It's very implied that that's what happens. The player wakes up in the corridor between worlds. Ephemer lock the gate behind him. The player gets up and lock the gate in front of them. The player is tricking the darknesses and now has them trapped in the corridor between worlds. The player ends up dying here. Meanwhile, Ephemer and Skuld make it back to the real world. They get out. He's still sad because he misses the player. They all made it out. It's being all destroyed. What should we do, Ephemer? Let's take a look outside. I just want to see what it looks like outside in this real world. Holy shit, yeah, it really is being taken over by darkness. Oh my gosh. I know this is a very famous shot in Union Cross. Is that big glowy ball of darkness looming over Daybreak Town as it's like sucking everything in. Similar to Kingdom Hearts 1, when Destiny Island's being taken over. Is darkness is the plural form of darkness? I don't think darkness is supposed to have a plural form, because darkness is just it's either darkness or it's not. It's not like there's multiple darknesses. But it's Kingdom Hearts, so it's like whatever. It's so iconic. I've never seen it before. Yeah, this, I mean, like, people who are fans of Union Cross, at least, was like, this is like a big revelation that, like, oh shit, Daybreak Town is like being destroyed by this looming ball of darkness. So yeah, the player ends up dying here. Ephemer and Skuld wake up in the real world and take a look outside. It is being destroyed by a giant looming ball of darkness, sucking the city up into it. Rip to the goat, rip to the goat. F in the chat. Oh my god. Skuld, it's way too dangerous out here. Yeah, you don't say. Let's go back inside. You don't say. It takes so much time and effort to create, but only an instant to destroy. Come on. Okay. Oh, meanwhile, flashback, I assume. You are difficult to understand. You mean people? No, just you. This is Darkness talking to the Master of Masters. Do you want to understand? It is important to understand your enemy. Is it important for Darkness, or just you? All of us. A chessboard makes for a small world. Easy to understand, easy to control. Now imagine it expands slowly, one fairy tale at a time, without end or limit. Darkness has a personality? Yeah, Darkness has had a personality ever since it started controlling Ventus. Remember when Ventus, when it was revealed that he was the one who killed Strelitzia, and then Darkness was like, haha, but it was me all along, hoo hoo, hee hee. So that was that whole thing. No matter how large the world grows, no matter how many countless lives are spent expanding it, darkness spreads to every corner. It's kind of unfair, really. We can run and we can hide, but you always seem to stick with us every step of the way. We are friends, after all. I could use some time alone, you know. So where is it that you plan to run off to next? A new world, one that I can't even conceive. A world where neither light nor darkness rules. Where have we heard that before? Where might that be? Do you know what sets people apart from each other, from living beings? People want to believe in the future, even if they won't be around to see it. I want to believe too. Believe in a world beyond what we can imagine. A world of fiction. Oh brother is right. So the master is talking to darkness. He says that his plan is to run off to a new world. Or I guess he says that as long as this world keeps expanding, darkness will lurk behind every corner, is basically what he's saying. The master is going to run off to a new world, one not of light or darkness, but one of fiction. Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, where have we heard that before? Fiction? Not the data world. Nope. If you imagine hard enough, you can make anything a reality. Like I said, a world I can't even conceive. And that is he gonna actually say it? A place where voices in sight can't reach. Blank world. Blank being just a bunch of underscores in a row. A beep world. Meanwhile, oh, Daybreak Town's really not looking so good. You gotta get in the pods. Skuld, get in the pod. Not the fountain, no! Get the pod. Thank you for being here, Ephemer. I'm glad I don't have to face the end alone. It's not over till it's over, Skuld. Right. Yeah. He was thinking about the first time he ever met the player. At this point, I'm just very convinced that Ephemer is in a gay relationship with the player. That's all I'm saying. How much time is left on the suffering bar? We have roughly 10 minutes. Which I think so there's a scene after this with the player, and then there's credits. So it's not actually 10 minutes. It's probably more like 5 minutes. So yeah, they got the pods and they're leaving. And then credits, and then there's a post-credit scene after that. So here we go. This is the scene with the player. So Ephemer and Skuld wake up in the real world and take a look outside. It's being destroyed by a giant looming ball of darkness, sucking the city up into it. They both get in the pods as the world is completely destroyed. There we go. Oh, whoops. Alright. The player and their Chirithy are waking up in a white void. Oh. All the Chirithes are turning into Dream Eaters. I feel like that's important. I should probably write that down. But I'll see what's happening. We're connected to the hearts of our Keyblade wielders. When your heart disappears, so do we. And when you fall asleep, we become your protectors. Am I going to sleep too? That's up to you. Mr. Snakemane doesn't know what a Dream Eater is. Well, we'll find out. Like I said, I'm doing this whole presentation after we play after we play Dream Drop Distance. So we still have some time left before we do the presentation. I could choose not to. I could choose not to go to sleep forever. If you don't, your heart will simply melt into a new one. Yeah? So what he was saying is that what was he saying? So you can choose to either die and your heart will be taken over by your Chirithy and then they'll turn into a Dream Eater, or you could choose not to and let your heart persist and then you'll just become reborn as a new person. Now we see a crying mother giving a baby to a dude in a blue hood. And we're on Destiny Islands! And whoa! Who could that boy be? Oh, the dude in the blue hood just died behind him. That's incredible. He said Scala at Kylum. And it's Xehanort! The player was Xehanort the whole time. That's the twist. What is it? It's not over yet. Huh? Good night. Firstly, I let my Chirithy go on Dream Eater retirement. Yeah. So the player is choosing not death, but to be reborn as a new person, and that new person is presumed to be Xehanort. So the player wakes up in a white void, talking to his Chirithy. He has a choice to either die and let his Chirithy turn into a Dream Eater, or persist and be reborn as a new person. The player chooses the latter, and it's revealed that the player gets reborn as Xehanort. And that's the twist. And then Dark Road retcons it, and it turns out that the player is actually reborn as the dude in the blue hood that raises Xehanort. But recording to Xehanort's bad, but it's better than recording to Hitler. That's true. I don't know. I like the ending where he turns into Xehanort better. Also, it doesn't really matter. So that's just what I'm going to believe. I don't know if I'm going to do the same thing for Dark Road. I think because, as far as I know, Dark Road is just, it's the story, you play as Xehanort. It's not, you don't get a custom character. You play as Xehanort. And it's basically Birth by Sleep, but you're Xehanort, and your Keyblade College is actually Scala at Kylum. So you're being taught by this dude named Master Otis, and they all have like you know, Viking names or whatever, or the Greek god names or whatever. And you go to high school. You go to Keyblade High School, and you do shenanigans with your friends, and then stuff happens, and then it's just not it's not really that, like, there's a cutscene that plays in Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind that's like directly from, it's like directly referencing Dark Road, or Dark Road is like directly referencing that, whichever way it is. I don't fully know. All I know is that I don't think it's as important as Union Cross, so I might just leave it out of like Cole's Kingdom Hearts adventures. It's the most convoluted way of saying Damien is bald now. His entire story was the story of how Damien took a razor to his head and became bald. It's true. Yeah, so credits, and now we are in a post-credit scene. Wiljo. Wiljo. Not only is Dark Road out, it's completely finished. The story of that game is completely finished. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's still a playable game, but yeah, no, they did just have their ending to it. I want to say like a year ago. Hold on, I can look that up real quick. When did Kingdom Hearts Dark Road release the final chapter? Let's see. August 26th last year. Yeah. Oh, damn, literally a year ago. But yeah, let's continue because we have a post-credit scene to get to. Post-credit scene, I hope Spider-Man shows up. Spider-Man will show up in the new Avengers, in the new Kingdom Hearts Avengers. I think this is, 5 minutes long. So, it's like, this is Daybreak Town, and it's just like an endless ocean now, filled with like debris. Oh, it's a pod. Yeah. Is that Ephemer? Like a silhouette. Ephemer floating in the destroyed remains of Daybreak Town. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. So there's the revelation. So this is the start of Kingdom Hearts 2. When Maleficent is a crow and has the tattered cloth, and the three great fairies are like, oh, the memories are flooding back. It's Maleficent. She's back. So yeah, Maleficent, when she died and turned into a dragon in Kingdom Hearts 1, she got sent to Union Cross, did some shenanigans, and then came back into Kingdom Hearts 2, and that's what happened to Maleficent. Spider-Man in the pod? Spider-Man's in the pod. So I should write post-credits scene. Ephemer is floating in a pod in the remains of Daybreak Town. Maleficent flies back into Kingdom Hearts 2 as a crow. And we'll see what happens next. Insane career trajectory from her. Yo, true. Oh. It's Laurium. I guess this is just like, this is what happened to everyone, right? So Lauriam wakes up in a flower field in the forest. There we go. And there's Elrena. Kingdom Hearts 1 to mobile game 10 years. Mobile game 10 year, well, 10 years release date in the future, I guess. To Kingdom Hearts 2 10 years in the past. But don't forget that Union Cross, technically in the story, happened like tens of thousands of years in the past, like before Kingdom Hearts 1. So, lest we forget, this is a fairy tale. So Lauriam wakes up in a flower field in the forest. Elrena wakes up on a stormy cliffside. Oh, here's Ventus. Oh, someone's walking up to Ventus. Yeah? Lauren wakes up in a flower field in the forest. Elrena wakes up on a stormy cliffside. Ventus is still sleeping in a deserted canyon when a shadowy figure walks up to him. I generally don't remember anything she did. Who, Elrena? She was like the helper for Lauriam. So Lauriam's like, hey, Elrena, we've been friends for a little bit. Have you seen my sister? And she's like, no, but I'll help you look for her. So that's basically, so Elrena and Lauriam are like kind of working together to help find his sister, Stelitzia. And meanwhile, it's Lushu with the box and the Keyblade, and he's walking in a desert canyon area. May your heart be your guiding key. Yeah? Yeah, Lushu? He's taking off his hood. It's Brain! Lushu is Brain the whole time. Oh my goodness. You didn't expect that, did you? The end. Alright, Lushu is Brain, ladies and gentlemen. Pew, 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 pew. Lushu is walking in a deserted canyon. Says, may your heart be your guiding key. Takes off his hood and is revealed to be Brain. So remember... Oh, did you try to post a link? It's the iCarly Who Cares clip. Gotcha. Yeah, so remember when Lushu was going up to Brain, and Lushu's like, huh, you seem smart, kid. It's a shame you only have this lifetime to experience your smartness. So I think the implication here is that Lushu gave Brain another lifetime and like inherited the Keyblade and the box to Brain. I'm just gonna write that down to be like, and I guess that's why Lushu is the traitor as well. Imagine talking to yourself like that. See, I don't think Lushu was Brain when Lushu was talking to Brain. I think Lushu was either a different person or a figure, someone who's formless. I don't know. All we know is that Lushu goes up to Brain and is like, shame that you only have this one lifetime to, live life. And then Brain's like, you could give me another lifetime? And Lushu's like, yeah. And not only that, I'm going to inherit the key and the box to you and give you my role. And, that's why he's the traitor, because he's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be his job alone to do that. And that's why, Lushu becomes multiple people throughout these games. Because it's revealed that Lushu is a completely different person in Dark Road, and then at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, it's obviously revealed to be Xigbar at the end of that. So I think Lushu, the title of Lushu is just being inherited down the chain, and that's how, there's still it's the same Keyblade in the same box, but it's just being inherited down the chain. I think it's like a family business. I ship Lushu and Brain. Shout out to Self Love. Yo, shout out to Self Love. We ship it. And Heartbeat, your guiding key, takes off his hood and is revealed to be Brain. The title of Lushu was inherited to Brain, and then later on to other people. There's still a few more minutes left of this video. I don't know if... Yeah, there's a post-credit scene as well. And this is 2 minutes. It's Brain, and he's in London-ass looking city. Post credits. You must be Brain, says a dude in a pirate outfit. I am. Here. It's his hat. Just as I thought. Who are you? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. My name is Sigurd. Could you give me a moment? I need to make a report. Yeah? Just on the phone. Apologies for the wait. Come, I'll take you to our headquarters. Headquarters? What are you talking about? It was decided that you would escape Daybreak Town amidst its destruction, arrive here today. And that we would welcome you. It was decided? What do you mean? Allow me to explain once we get there. Wait, what about the others? Some of my friends escaped with me. You are the only one who arrived in this time. Oh. I realize this all must be very confusing. But if you would please come with me. Okay. Guys, it's a fountain. Guys, the fountain was saved. Oh my god, it's an even bigger fountain. Is that the original Keyblade master and founder of this town, Scala Adkylum? This city that they're in is Scala Adkylum. And whoever this person is their founder. That is Master Ephemer. What? Guys, Ephemer founded Scala Adkylum. I know. He was a good friend. And that's it. And that's actually it. That's actually it. We're done. We're done. We did it. Woo! Oh baby! Oh baby! Did Ephemer die? Ephemer woke up in a pod in the remains of Daybreak Town. And I think it's assumed that he built this city with his bare hands. And then Brain wakes up here later and runs over and sees the statue of Ephemer. And he founded Scala ad Caelum. This is it. So Scala ad Caelum is the city built on top of Daybreak Town. Just happy the fountain is safe. Fountain is safe. We're back, boys. We're back. Brain wakes up in a city reminiscent of, because it looks so much like London. It really does. Brain wakes up in a city reminiscent of London. He meets someone named Sigurd, who shows him around the city. Brain notices the fountain, and Sigurd mentions that the statue on top is the original founder of the city, which is called Scala ad Caelum. The founder is Master Ephemer. And then I'll write here, Scala ad Caelum is the city that was built by Ephemer on top of the destroyed remains of Daybreak Town. And that's how it ends. That's how Union Cross ends. Oh, baby. This is 12 pages. This is 12 whole pages of notes. And we did it. This is it. We made it through, guys. Oh, baby. Oh, we're done. We're done. So, there isn't going to be any more streams related to Union Cross. I look-key forgot most of it. Don't worry. Just show up for the presentation. You'll be reminded of most of it. The presentation, don't forget, is going to be right after we're done playing through Dream Drop Distance. So, just show up for that. You'll be fine. Also, I have the VOD channel if you really care. But yeah. At some point, I'm gonna go through all these notes and make more sense of it, and then organize a presentation based on what I wrote down here. For now, I'm gonna take a break, though. My goodness. Oh, I don't care. Don't worry. Yeah, I figured. Yeah. So yeah. Eventually, I'm gonna turn this into a comprehensive presentation that I'm gonna give Cole after he's done playing through Dream Drop Distance. And it's going to be a lot of fun, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, thanks for joining the stream. Next stream I do will actually probably be more game dev stuff. I don't know when that'll be, though. I want to give a more comprehensive, like, detailed, like, summary of, like, what my game is going to be. So that's probably not going to be for a while anyway, so I'll start streaming when I do that. But yeah, thank you for joining. Stick around because Cole is streaming and we're going to raid Cole even though we only have one viewer. I don't care. We're going to raid Cole. Let's see if that works. There we go. Thank you for joining the stream. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Goodbye.